WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Amelia Lee. School is back in session for most schools, but many parents are already looking ahead to November. Amendment 2 will be on the ballot, which gives voters the power to change state law when it comes to educational funding. Amendment 2, also known as the Voucher Amendment, would change the Kentucky Constitution to allow tax dollars to go to schools that are not public. Saturday afternoon, a group from the local nonprofit Kentuckians for the Commonwealth took to the streets to talk to voters. The group talked about why they are against Amendment 2, saying it would take away funds from public education.
Taking money from the public schools is an injustice to the children, to the taxpayers. I love how they care for my child. If there's an incident, they inform me. They do different things with the community to make sure the kids have what they need.
The group says they plan to canvass every other week leading up to Election Day. The amendment will be up for the vote on the ballot November 5th. Looking now to the other side of the aisle, our sister station WAVE reached out to a group who wants people to vote yes on Amendment 2. Kentucky Students First sent a statement. It reads in part, quote, Amendment 2 puts students first and gives parents more control over their children's education, end quote. According to the Mountain States Policy Center, there are 29 states that currently have some form of education choice option. Kentucky is the only state with pending legislation. Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance will be in Lexington on Monday to attend a campaign fundraiser. The event will be hosted by Kelly and Joe Kraft. Co-hosts include Congressman Andy Barr, Congressman Hal Rogers, and others. Tickets start at $2,500 per person. Dozens of war veterans are back home after an honor flight in our nation's capital. Honor flight began in Kentucky about a decade and a half ago, so World War II veterans would have the opportunity to see memorials made for them. It's now expanded to include Korean and Vietnam veterans. On Saturday, nearly 70 vets got a first-class tour of the city and the memorials, and numerous honors and accolades all day. Many of the vets say they had never seen these memorials, and while it was a joyous day, it was also a very emotional day for many.
It's been a wonderful day in my life, and to come back to this brings tears eyes.
The guys that didn't get to experience this, who made the ultimate sacrifice, they didn't get the chance to do this.
The group saw the Korean, Vietnam, Marine Corps, and 9/11 memorials, along with the World War II memorial. The day ended with applause and Thanksgiving from family and friends at the Bluegrass Airport.
Well, this upcoming weather pattern is going to feel like Christmas for warm weather lovers because, it's going to be just hot. There's not a lot of words to say hot, so we're just going to get into what the temperatures look like today. We had 88 in Hazard, 86 in Manchester, hit 90 in Somerset and Prestonsburg, and then 88 in Pikeville and 90 in Moorhead. So an overall pretty warm day, but that's just the beginning of what we're going to get into this week. Currently temperatures sitting in the mid to high 60s, a few 70s still left over, and 77 in Jackson. It's the warmest temperature in eastern Kentucky right now. All right, make sure to download the WYMT First Alert Weather app. That QR code is right there for you. Over the next couple of hours, we expect temperatures to drop into the mid 60s, and then by 9 a.m. stepping back up to 71. But coming up, we are going to talk about how there are a couple records we could break this week with the heat, and I'll have more details in just a few minutes. Amelia?
Thank you, Drake. One Laurel County woman is turning her personal pain into powerful purpose. Erica Lawson wants to help others. After surviving a suicide attempt, she's using her story to shine light on mental illness and suicide prevention. Alyssa Williams has her story.
The National Alliance on Mental Illness says millions of Americans are impacted by mental illness each year. People like Laurel County native Erica Lawson.
I have MDD, I have PTSD, I have anxiety. When I hit rock bottom, it was rock bottom. And I honestly just wanted to end it all.
After several months of planning, it was in April of this year when Lawson decided to take her own life. But she is grateful her attempt failed. Lawson was then sent to a mental health facility in Louisville.
When I went away, I learned, a lot of coping mechanisms, like things that I didn't even know about, like art therapy, music therapy.
It was after treatment that she wanted to turn her pain into purpose.
That's why I'm going to college now to become a music therapist. And I just want to help people that have been through the same things that I have been. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing and show other people that they can get through it, like no matter what.
And by sharing her story, Lawson also hopes that people will light up London with teal and purple lights in order to bring awareness to suicide prevention.
So September 10th is Suicide Awareness Day. When you hear suicide, it's just kind of brushed off. So I want to let people know, lighting up London would be the biggest thing to me for others, not just for myself, but for others.
In Laurel County, Alyssa Williams, WKYT.
Lawson says she will be planning a gathering to let off balloons in honor of those who have died by suicide. Crews in Laurel County rescued 2 people who were lost in the woods yesterday. It was about 5 in the evening when the 911 center alerted the London Laurel County Rescue Squad to the 1700 block of Wildcat Trail Road. They posted this picture that you see there from the rescue. Both people were found and helped out of the woods. Coming up at 11, an 8-day space mission has turned into 9 months. We have the details.
And the 90s return to start off your work week. We may potentially break a few heat-related records. I'll have the details in a few minutes.